From Studio 3 at Buzz TV, it's The Horse's Mouth with Tom McManus.
All right, welcome into another edition of The Horse's Mouth here at Tommy Max, of course, at my bar, brought to our good friends at the Heritage Capital Group and at Farther. We're talking a little ball, we're talking a little PR, we're talking a little capital, we're talking some finances, mergers and acquisitions, and we're talking the 30th anniversary of our Jacksonville Jaguars being born. Let's welcome in the panel. Coach Dave Campo is back. Hi, Coach. How are you?
Tom, I'm great. Thanks. How you doing?
8-3, buddy. 8-3. What a great win on the road against the Texans.
Absolutely. Probably as big a game on the road for this team in a long time. You know, they're a good football team, and our guys showed up, and it was a heck of a ball game, and we knew it was going to be tight.
That's right.
And this team has now figured out how to win at the end. And it started last year, and it's just kind of carried over.
The next step is putting them away.
Exactly.
They
and they haven't
away,
been able,
but they didn't.
They haven't been able to do that,
right.
And that's something that I just know that Trevor in the fourth quarter can win a lot of football games.
No doubt. He was great. Absolutely. Great to have you back on the show as always. Jason Mudd is back. How are you, buddy?
Good to see
From
you.
Axia Public Relations. Great to see you. 30th anniversary of the Jags. I overheard you talking to Bill Prescott, who's here as well, that you were, in high school when the Jags were awarded?
I was a high school senior.
Okay.
We were doing a field trip at the Florida Times Union. And the news was announced while we were there. And then we went over to the landing where the party was for lunch.
Right.
So, a bunch of high school kids around a bunch of people partying about the new NFL team. And it was a good time.
I wasn't here yet. What was the scene like? What people hearing that Jacksonville was awarded that franchise? I mean, must have been incredible.
I don't have to tell you, Jacksonville is a football city, right?
Without a doubt.
We've won an NFL team. I was actually on the field when the Colts owner came into Jacksonville, right? And flew in on the helicopter. And, we were football fanatics then. We thought we were going to get an NFL team then.
Right.
So there's a lot of pent-up energy and enthusiasm. And, and now we've got a winning team. So, life is good in Jacksonville.
You're in the PR space. How difficult is an organization like the Jags to just have the right PR, if not all the time, right? You always got to make sure that PR is in the right spot.
Well, in sports, it's pretty easy, right? If you're winning, you got great PR, and they can forgive the mistakes that happen off the field. When you're losing, the off-the-field mistakes and the PR gaffes are under a microscope and even more amplified. The biggest challenge and the type of work we get to do a lot of is when a sports team is in crisis. They need outside advisors to come in and help them guide through it, and it's usually the off-the-field shenanigans that get a team in trouble. And now, it used to be the players were the ones causing the problems, but now we're seeing the coaches are out there causing the problems.
About time we still get to that.
Right? But I mean, these brands, these sports teams, they've got the money and they're willing to hire, qualified PR firms to advise them and help either save face for the organization, the coaches, the players, and one bad apple can ruin a team. It's like a cancer inside the organization, and so you've got to address that and make sure you figure out a way that it doesn't happen again. But at the same time, you want to manage damage control and ultimately manage your reputation.
Big job, no doubt about it. Bill Prescott is back. Hey, Bill, from Heritage Capital Group.
How you doing?
CFO of our original Jacksonville Jaguars. You were up in Chicago on this day 30 years ago.
30 years ago in Chicago.
And you said to me before the show, it's the 30th anniversary for the 30th franchise on November 30th.
November 30th.
That is so cool.
If there's karma in numbers, 30 seems to be something special.
How did it change your life, Bill? Where were you at? Were you working for Wayne at the time with the shoe company, or what were you doing?
No, I was a CPA up in Connecticut.
Okay.
And so I believe I've known Wayne since 1979.
No kidding.
And all.
Wow.
And so when all of a sudden it was, hey, I'm going to step up to be general partner for the franchise, it was like, okay, we got to understand the economics of owning a team all. So we went through that, and it was a magic ride, and it was pretty good. I forget. There was one owner came up to us and said it's the year of the Cats because the Panthers got their franchise.
That's right.
And that was the first time it was like, hey, I think we've really got a shot to get this.
And then the second year in, both of the Panthers and the Jags are in the championship conference games. The NFL's like, we can't have that happen ever again. Expansion teams going to the Super Bowl in year 2? No way. It's not going to happen.
Carolina beat us
That's
in
right.
the playoffs.
That's right.
For the Cowboys.
That's right. Absolutely.
They did.
Great. Well, hey, Nelson, how are you? Max of Bradshaw from Farther. Do you remember where you were on this date so long ago?
I was in Pensacola at the time, so I hadn't become a Jaguar fan yet. We, for Pensacola, we were generally, for the most part, Saints fans at that time.
Fair.
So
absolutely.
they become my number 2 game. Jags have clearly my number 1 game.
Yeah, absolutely, and they're doing great now. Yeah. How's everything at Farther? What's the latest? Anything new to report?
Great. Everyone was concerned about the economy just completely tanking, and as I sort of suspected, it's been a fairly soft landing. There's some soft spots and whatnot, but overall, the market's given a pretty good return this year, and as it does, if you look at 4 to 5 years plus, you're generally going to have good returns. So just another example of why you don't stick your head in the sand and take money out of the market. Stay invested and it'll work out.
Now, I'm just a bartender, so this might sound like a dumb question, but inflation's all around us, but man, gas is under $3 a gallon. How does that work? How does that even happen? Everything else is up. I go shopping. I know the prices of groceries are unbelievable.
That's supply and demand, and it's the supply is artificially messed with by the producing nations. So you never know what's going on.
Absolutely. Bill, what's the latest at Heritage, man? You got anything new you guys working on? It's exciting?
Yeah, several deals in the market, some more to come. Despite, similar, everyone was waiting for the shoe to fall for the recession. It's definitely slowed down. Interest rates have kind of stabilized, and so there's still a lot of capital out there that are looking for good companies.
Absolutely, no doubt about it. Well, thanks for being here, fellas. Y'all going to the Monday night game? I'm sure we're all going to be watching it, of course. Cincinnati coming
definitely
to town.
going, hoping the rain's going to stay away.
That's right.
It's not a good forecast right now.
Yeah, well, not a good forecast for them because Joe Burrow won't be playing. So
Exactly.
All right, guys, thanks for being here. Really appreciate that. All right, check out their profiles, this conversation, and many others just by visiting iwannabuzz.com. Until next time, stay safe out there and be cool. And we'll see you right here on The Horse's Mouth. Cheers.
The team at Heritage Capital Group is special because it's a collection of people across the spectrum.
We have people who have been in the shoes of owners that are looking to buy and sell, and professionals that have executed transactions helping buy and sell companies for decades.
I think when you talk to us, see what our experience is, see what our skills are, see the reach that we have, you'll be very happy with the recommendation.